Oh, good
Yeah.
morning. I
Good
am
morning.
Tara Nolan. I'm here with Emily and Tara from transformationtara.com. I do transformation business and life coaching, and I'm here interviewing Emily, who just graduated from our 90-day transformation program. And good morning, Emily. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's great to have you to join. It's been such an absolute honor and pleasure to have the last few months with you. I am so glad you came on to share. It's such a beautiful, generous act of giving to others to show, like, what can happen when a woman steps forward for herself, even with, it's always scary and there's skepticism. It's like, is this for me? And I think
Mhm.
it's beautiful that you were able to come on. So would you, and just so everyone knows, Emily and I also had this beautiful experience of doing the yoga teacher training together a couple of years prior. So,
Mhm.
it's like little things happen on your journey to keep shifting. So, Emily, maybe you could share what prompted you to even start a coaching program to begin with. Like, why did you even what attracted you to that?
What attracted me is I love yoga and meditation, and I recently became a 500-hour instructor for yoga. And I also work in healthcare. I'm a speech pathologist in healthcare, and so I'm usually treating people after an incident happens. And there's only so much that I can do after that incident happens. And so I wanted to be on the other side, the flip side, the preventative side that can really make a difference. And I had all of these ideas in my head, sure where to go with them. And so that
Right.
prompted me to book a call because there were so many ideas, I just didn't know how to wrangle them in.
Yes, you had your full-time job in speech pathology and in the healthcare
Mhm.
industry, and I love it. You really just wanted to help people more and help them to prevent before they get to that point. And it's like,
Mhm.
do you have the desire? And to me, that's what I call the calling. Like your soul's calling for something because that's where these ideas come from. And then you're like, okay, but now what? Like there's something there to pay attention to and to listen to, but how do you actually like start to really make that impact and help people? So that's such a beautiful reason. So
Mhm.
you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for the people you can help. And I think
Mhm.
that's such an act of, like it's an act of generosity and people might see it as, oh, how can I spend this money on myself? And it's really like you're doing it
It's preventative.
help,
I mean,
yeah, to help
a
your clients.
hospitalization is expensive, even after insurance. It's expensive.
Don't we all know it? So healthcare in general is expensive. So if you
Mhm.
can lower your stress, everything in your life, it just affects everything. So it's so
Mhm.
powerful. Here I am.
Mhm.
I'm doing preventative right now. I got my
Good.
kale, cucumber, ginger. Yeah. Walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Yeah.
Was the program helpful for you in figuring out how to navigate that journey?
Because I had all of these ideas and I wasn't sure how to wrangle them in. And so I just narrowed it down to a couple things and really developed my own program to help people manage their own stress and have more of a preventative care side of things. And yeah, it gave me so much clarity on where to go.
Awesome. So, before, if this is you get to share whatever you want, by the way, you don't have to be
Mhm.
personal or you can be, but I think it's helpful for people to know. So how was it like going a little deeper? How was it impacting your life then? And what's the impact on your life now?
So before this 90-day program, I walked my own walk. I looked for work. I worked all the time. I leaned into work. And I really had to take a step back and look at my own life. It's like, okay, if I'm going to do this program, I have to walk my own walk too. And so I've been taking more time for myself. I get up early in the morning, I meditate, I journal, and then I have my own yoga practice. Um, my husband and I were finally vacationing again, even even in times of COVID, we can vacation in state. We don't have to go all over the world, but we are now, we bought a camper. We're going to camp at least one weekend or 1 week every month this summer. And then I'm going to Costa Rica in a year too. So it gave me a different opportunity to dream, and traveling is something that I've always loved to do and wanted to do more of. And now I am.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think when you're in that state of like putting all your energy into work and feeling like, yeah, you are, and your family is so important. And I know you have a little girl and your husband and you're, and you miss out on some time with them, or you're trying to put the time with them too. And then what's the time left for you? Like there is no time to dream. There's no time to like open up to new possibilities in life because we're so like wrapped up in being busy.
Yep. In autopilot.
Yeah. And I think that's a really powerful message to share, because I think a lot of people, a lot of women do get wrapped up in being so busy and day after day doing the same thing and not really thinking outside the box. And that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about. And in our program, it's like guiding, women to not only build a soul calling business that can make an impact on others, but really like, I love it that you shared, like looking at your own life, like you wanted to travel, you wanted to do, like now you're in a camper, now you're in Costa Rica. Like,
I'm willing to travel anywhere.
You never know what's going to come of these programs. Like, was that something that you expected? I should ask that. Was that something you expected to come of the program? Like that you'd be buying a camper and?
No, not at all. My husband is a tent camper. He likes to go rustic, and I don't want to do total rustic like he does, but like we have a toddler, and so tent camping is kind of hard when you have a toddler.
Yeah.
So if you had talked to us 90 days ago, there was no way we were going to buy a camper. He put his foot down. No way. And I just said to him one morning, I'm like, we need to do something because we're not living.
Oh, that's so
we're not
powerful.
Living. Yeah.
And so he felt that. I felt that. That just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you want to wake up to how you really want to live. I think that is the most powerful. Oh, so was there anything, I feel like these were the surprises. Was there anything else about the program that really was unexpected or surprising?
How easy I can make it. I was building it up in my head of how hard everything was going to be and how expensive everything was going to be. And do I really have the time for this? And, I just really, truly put it in where I can fit it in. This last week, my daughter was sick, so I didn't work as hard as I normally would have. But, this week she's feeling better, and I've got a couple days off at the end of the week, and I can just fill it in what I didn't do last week. It can be easy.
Filling in like building the business, building your own business aside of what you're doing for your profession. It's not so overwhelming, and actually you can create more time for yourself in doing so, which is what people don't expect. They think they don't have the time, and really you get to have more time. And that's
absolutely.
Yeah, you've transformed your days. I mean, I know you were doing some of that before since we did the yoga teacher training, but just to have, specific time for your daughters, time in the morning, like you said, yoga, journaling, meditation. What a way to shift in how you start your days out, right? Versus like, I think a lot of people get like rush, start the morning instead of like, oh, let this be a beautiful start to the day every day.
Yeah. And getting up just a little bit earlier, it stinks at first, but it's really not that bad once you do it a few times.
Yeah, especially when you know how beautiful it is going to be once you get up. Like, it's like, oh, I want that again. So then you're going to that's what I find. Yeah. Awesome. So if you would recommend this program, I guess, would you? And who would you recommend it to? Like, who would you think it'd be for?
I would recommend it. And I would recommend it for anybody who's got an idea out there, or maybe tons of ideas I did, and you're just not sure how to develop your own business.
Yeah. We really specialize the 90-day program to create and launch your soul calling business, even if you don't know what it is, like to find your purpose, to tune into the why behind the why, as to, what matters. And then once you have the business, we go into the annual program that's really to scale it. So we're looking forward to seeing you there sometime in the future.
Yeah.
That's when you just keep building. I don't know, is there anything else you wanted to share about anything? I mean, that was really powerful about, how you opened up to a new way of deciding you and your husband are going to live and your daughter and start this new life and business. Yeah. Any other advice for people out there? Something we can share to help them, or something you want to share?
Never stop dreaming, because I didn't think I would ever be vacationing or camping once a month. So never stop dreaming. It's never impossible unless you allow it to be impossible.
Isn't that beautiful? And that's coming from a woman who, when I first met you, if I could say, you were just you're a person that wanted a little more of your ducks in a row, if I could say it that way. Like, you kind of wanted like things planned out and like, the security. And I point that out because I think everyone needs that. You need this security, and you need to know, there's this feeling of needing to know what's happening. But what can happen is that it can really kind of halt the dreams from starting, because you block them before they got a chance to develop. And that's what we love to open people's mind up to. And so thank you, Emily, for joining. Anyone out there needing stress, you reach out to Emily Clark. She's amazing with helping with getting healthier and happier. And we're at Transformation Terra for building your soul calling business and scaling to the next level. And I think we should all take Emily's advice today and like write it out and never stop dreaming and looking at new possibilities. Never stop dreaming. Yeah, I love that. Okay, never stop dreaming. Okay, with that, we will sign out and say, have an awesome day, everyone. What a great way to start the day. And Emily, thank you so much for being here, for sharing, for opening your heart to this program and with me. And we absolutely love having you, and we look forward to more times in the future with you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, bye.